All right, good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network for tonight's presentation of the Epic Basketball League playoffs from the 1971-72 season. And tonight's game will feature the Cincinnati Royals visiting the New York Knicks. Matchup of good point guards here tonight as Nate Archibald leads the Royals into New York to face the Knicks. The Knicks heavily favored in this series, but barely escaped game one of the series with a 2-point victory over the Royals. Incredible game that was, with came right down to the wire. The Knicks came from behind and held the Royals to 19 points in the fourth quarter. That stellar New York defense sealed the deal for the Knicks in game one. Walt Frazier with 6 steals, along with 21 points and 7 assists. Dave DeBusschere had a big night for the Knicks with 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. Nate Archibald leading Cincinnati with 26 points in that game. And as you see the scoring leaders, Nate Archibald, number 3 on that list, 27 points per game. Number 1 in the league with 9.2 assists. Number 1 in the league with 4.3 steals. So Archibald, a very exciting player, and he will be matched up tonight against Walt Frazier, who was number 2 in the league in steals with 4 per game. The Knicks also, and Frazier also number 11 in scoring at 22.2 per game. This is your 3 versus 6 matchup. Cincinnati suffered through a miserable 3-17 regular season in the Gold Division, and they're headed down to silver for the 72-73 season coming up. But they want to make a little noise here in the playoffs before they go home for the summer. And Walt Frazier and the New York Knicks want to keep that from happening. So let's go ahead and get things set up using Action PC Basketball by Dave Koch Sports. So we are in the playoffs, and this is an unscheduled playoff game. It is February the 10th, and we will see Cincinnati visiting New York for game 2 of the series. These series are 2 games at the home squad, 2 games at the visiting squad, game 5, if necessary, back at the higher team seed. So Cincinnati comes to New York for game 2. No line on this game, as it is being played in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Here we have the starting lineups for Cincinnati. Nate Archibald is your point guard. Tom Van Arsdale at the shooting guard. The veteran, 7th year out of Indiana, 19.2 points per game on the regular NBA season, good enough for a place on the All-Star game. The small forward for Cincinnati is Nate Williams, the rookie out of Utah State. Jim Fox is your power forward, 5th-year man out of South Carolina, and the big man inside is Sam Lacey, 6'10", 235 pounds, averaged 12 rebounds a game on the regular season for the Royals. And for the New York Knicks, Walt Frazier is Clyde the Glide. He is the starting point guard, and he is the man here in the Big Apple. He was the All-NBA point guard, first team in 71-72. And Archibald was second team, so these two will be battling it out throughout the night. Frazier definitely has the better supporting cast, with Bill Bradley at the shooting guard, 5th-year man out of Princeton, who, as many of you know, later went on to become a United States Senator and a presidential candidate. Dave DeBusschere, your small forward, the veteran, 10 years out of Detroit Mercy, first team all-defense in the 1971-72 season. Phil Jackson is your power forward, also known as a coach later in his career, and the big man inside is Jerry Lucas. The Knicks again without the injured Willis Reed tonight. only played 11 games during the 71-72 regular season. So the Knicks, whatever they get done tonight, they're going to have to get done without Willis Reed. All right, and with that, we are ready to get things started here in Madison Square Garden. As the tip-off is ready to take place, the ball is in the air, and the tip is controlled by Lacey and the Knicks. Nate Archibald to run the offense for Cincinnati. He's got some options there on the offensive end. He looks around and he sends it inside to Big Sam Lacey in the middle. Lacey working against DeBusschere, but we've got a whistle and a brief stoppage of play. As Tom Van Arsdale shows a little bit of gippiness in his giddy up there. They're going to look inside to Lacey again with 11 on the shot clock. Lacey working against Jerry Lucas now. Short jump shot by Lacey is blocked. Good job by Lucas. Rebound taken out of there by Phil Jackson. New York with a 4-on-1 opportunity in the fast break. The quick outlet pass. Bradley takes it down the left side of the court. Drops it back off to Frazier. Frazier takes it down the lane, up and good. Walt Frazier with the first 2 points of the game for New York, and the fans here at Madison Square Garden cheer in their appreciation. Here comes Cincinnati looking for another basket, or looking for their first basket of the night. Archibald working on the point against Frazier. Gets around Frazier, lays it up, tipped away, no good. Nice defense by Frazier on the makeup. DeBusschere clears the rebound out of there for the Knicks. In transition, they find Jackson on the low post. His jump hook is no good, but he is fouled on the play by Jim Fox. And it will be 2 free throws for Phil Jackson for the Knicks. Jackson, a 73% shooter on the regular season, connects on the first. Second shot for Jackson is off the side of the rim, no good. Nate Williams takes the rebound out of there for Cincinnati. Royals still looking for their first points of the night. A minute into this ball game. They look up top again to Archibald. Archibald takes the jump shot from 16 feet out. He missed it. And Jackson takes another rebound for the Knicks. Knicks are going to look back inside to Jackson again. Working against Jim Fox. His two-handed layup rolls around the rim, falls off. But he was fouled on the play by Williams. And Jackson returns to the free throw line. And again, Jackson connects on the first. Second free throw for Jackson is good. 5-0 now, New York out in front. Cincinnati still looking for some offense here. They're going to look inside to Jim Fox if they can get it down to him. Archibald finds Williams on the wing. Back out to Archibald. They get it down to Fox on the block, but he throws it away. Tried to find Lacey down on the low block. Could not connect on the pass. That is a turnover. And New York regains possession of the basketball, moving from left to right on your computer screen under the watchful leadership of Walt Frazier, the point guard. Frazier circles his finger, calling out a play, dumping it inside to Bradley, who kicks it out to Lucas. Here's Lucas from the baseline. He's going to pull the trigger from 15 feet out. It's good.
Jerry Lucas.
Jerry Lucas, the veteran out of Ohio State in his 9th season. 16 points, 13 rebounds per game on the regular year for Lucas. And he has put New York ahead 7-0 with that basket. Inside with it again, they look to Fox. Fox works on Jackson, backing down, turns and fires. That shot is no good. Fox gets his own rebound. His putback attempt is short. He gets it again. Third try for Fox. And he throws that one away. Tried to send it back out to Archibald. Frazier stepped into the passing lane. Frazier's now got a 4-on-1 opportunity in transition. Leading the break goes Frazier. He dribbles to his left, sends it to DeBusschere on the right lane, and DeBusschere misses the layup. But Jerry Lucas gets in there and pulls the offensive board away for New York. Knicks will get another possession. Still leading 7-0 as the Royals look for their first points of the ball game. Down low is DeBusschere. Can they get it to him? Working inside against Van Arsdale. DeBusschere to the left hand. Can't get the shot off, and that is a shot clock violation on the Knicks. Good team defense there by the Royals to regain possession. Archibald now is working against Frazier once again. Archibald dribbles to his, crosses over to his right. Gets into the lane, tries to get a pass to Van Arsdale. Threw that one away for another turnover. Cincinnati continues to struggle. We are 3 minutes into the first quarter. The Royals remain scoreless. New York has 7, looking for more. Frazier sets up the offense. Sends it down to Lucas inside. Lucas fakes up against Lacey. Up and under layup is good. Nicely done by Jerry Lucas. And the New York Knicks are up now 9-0. This game is going to get out of hand here in a hurry if the Royals don't do something. Bob Cousy shouting encouragement to his team. They've got it to Nate Williams on the baseline. Williams is going to try and drive the baseline on DeBusschere. Gets into the lane. His shot is no good. Sam Lacey takes the rebound. Lacey's putback attempt is no good. Off the side of the rim, and Jerry Lucas takes the rebound out of there for New York. Nick still pitching a shutout as Frazier brings him back the other way. Frazier's going to explore the lane. Working against Archibald. He fakes. And, Frazier lowers his shoulder, and he is called for the charge. Good footwork there by Nate Archibald to prevent the drive and pick up the offensive foul against Clyde the Glide Frazier. Back comes the Royals. Archibald with it out on top. Archibald pulls the trigger from the free throw line, and he scores. First basket of the game for the Royals goes to Archibald. It is now 9-2 with 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Knicks are going to look inside to DeBusschere. Working inside against the smaller Nate Williams. DeBusschere from the elbow shoots and scores. First basket of the night for Dave DeBusschere. New York up 11-2. Back come the Royals looking to Tom Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale, gets around Bradley, lays it up and good. Finally, the Royals getting some offense going, but they've got a hole to dig out of early in the game. New York is going to look to Lucas. Lucas comes off the screen down low. His short jump shot from the lane is good. And Lucas now leads all scorers with 6 points. Here come the Royals. They look inside to Lacey. Lacey working in the lane against Lucas, and Lucas blocked it again. That's 2 blocks now for Lucas. Phil Jackson pulls that one out for the Knicks. And New York once again gains possession. Already leading 13-4 in the early going of this one. Here's Frazier trying to get into the lane. Dances past Archibald, lays it up with the left hand and good. Nice little give and go with Jerry Lucas. Give the assist to Lucas. And it is now a 15-4 lead for New York. Running away with this one early. Cincinnati wants Lacey again. In the lane. Running left-hander is swatted away again by Lucas. Jim Fox pulls the rebound out of there for Cincinnati. Fox's layup is no good. His rebound is taken by Nate Williams, who passes it back out to Nate Archibald to restart the offense. 6.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Archibald looking to distribute. Comes off the screen, has an open look. And from 15 feet out, misses that one. Off the side of the rim, Lacey takes the rebound. Lacey on the follow is good.
Lacey.
Archibald and Lacey joined the Royals together as rookies last season. And they have done the lion's share of the work for the Royals here in the 71-72 campaign. But they trail here by 9, 15-6, midway through the first period. New York's going to look inside to Phil Jackson. Working against Fox. Gets it in the paint. His turnaround jump shot is good.
Phil Jackson.
That's 5 for Phil Jackson. And the lead is back to double digits. Archibald works against Frazier again. Archibald dribbles to his left. He's cut off by Lucas. He stops and pops. The shot is short. Fox gets the rebound, kicks it back out to the top of the key. Archibald will reset the offense. Archibald probing, looking for something good inside. He's going to find Jim Fox down on the low block. Fox working against Jackson inside. Puts it up strong. It's blocked by Jackson. Stellar defense by the Knicks tonight. DeBusschere comes out with a rebound. Quick outlet to Walt Frazier. The Knicks will run. Frazier to Bradley on the wing. Bradley back out to Frazier at the top and back to Lucas and kicked away out of bounds. A little too much passing on that fast break. Frazier looked like he had an open lane to the basket, but he instead tried to dump it off to the trailer. It got away from the Knicks and out of bounds for the turnover. Cincinnati basketball, 5:23 to play first quarter. With it on the outside is Archibald. Working against Frazier. Is going to dump it inside to Fox. Fox again trying to get it inside over Jackson. Jackson stole it away once again. What a defensive effort we have seen from New York already tonight with 2 steals and 4 block shots in the first 7 minutes of play. Frazier working the offense. Is going to try and duck into the lane against Archibald. He's cut off by Fox. Shot by Frazier is missed, but he is hit by Van Arsdale on the play, and it will be a pair of free throws for Walt Frazier. Frazier with 4 points already tonight, make it 5 as he knocks down the first free throw. Second shot by Frazier is good, and the lead is now 19-6. New York with a big early lead. Cincinnati wants to get it to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale on the wing. Dribble drives into the lane. Shot is short. And Archibald gets into the lane looking for the rebound. And Archibald is fouled on the putback attempt, and he will get 2 shots. Archibald connects on the first. Archibald hits them both. 19-8 now. Knicks with the lead and the basketball. 4.5 to play in the first quarter. With it on the outside now is Bradley. Bradley works against Van Arsdale. He puts up the jump shot from 17 feet out, and he buries that one. All 5 Knicks starters have scored, and New York is up 21-8. Van Arsdale with it for Cincinnati. Drives it to the hole, takes it up, lays it up, and good. Lucas was a step late getting over that time, and Van Arsdale was able to convert. It's now 21-10 in favor of the Knicks as New York sets up the offense with Frazier. Frazier outside to Bradley. Bradley's got an open look from 16. He drills it.
Bill Bradley.
So Bradley with 2 in a row. And it is now 23-10. Spread offense for Cincinnati. They're going to isolate Archibald and see if he can't get around Frazier and get into the lane, and Frazier picked his pocket. Frazier leads the break the opposite way. He's got the numbers. He gets it to Jackson on the wing. Jackson dumps it back inside to Frazier on the bounce pass. Frazier lays it up and good. 8 points for Frazier. He is dominating this game. And a timeout will be called by the Royals as the second units prepare to come into play. It will be Dean Meminger to run the point for New York, with Barnett at the shooting guard. Bradley will shift over to the small forward position. Charlie Polk comes into the game at the power forward. And Luther Rackley will be the big man in the middle for the Knicks. Bench players for Cincinnati include Mengelt. We'll swap out Matt Gukas coming into the game to spell Tom Van Arsdale. Ken Durrett at the small forward. Jumping Johnny Green at the power forward, and Gil McGregor is your backup center here tonight. And we go back to action. Cincinnati with the basketball. Mengelt has it out on top. He's going to look to the wing where Gukas is open. Gukas puts up the shot, and he drills that one from 15 feet. Boy, he comes in cold and just knocks down the first shot he sees. 25-12 now, New York with the lead. Meminger sets up the offense. Working against Mengelt. Sends it over on the wing to Dick Barnett. Barnett dribbles around Gukas. Puts the layup up. It rolls around the rim and off. But Meminger sneaks in for the offensive glass, and New York will reset. Meminger sends it to Bradley. Free throw line extended. Back to Meminger at the top of the key. Meminger pulls the trigger with a long jump shot, which is good. The beat keeps going for the Knicks. They are shooting 85% from the field here in the opening quarter. 11 of their first 13 field goal attempts have found the bottom of the net. Not so for Cincinnati, who has started 5 for 18, and that explains why there is a 15-point deficit in this game. Here's Mengelt working against Meminger. Mengelt takes it into the lane, lays it up and good. Nice pump fake by Mengelt, got his man in the air. He got into the lane and he converted. New York basketball, 2:41 now to play in the first. Meminger sends it down low to Charlie Polk. Polk working against Johnny Green inside. His short-range jump shot is good. And New York just keeps throwing down the hoops. Cincinnati back the other way, looking into Green. Green with a jump hook from 6 feet out. Tickles the twine. 29-16 now. New York still with the lead. As they look outside to Phil Bradley. Bradley drives it into the lane, lays it up, left it short. He short-armed that one, and Durrett may have gotten a piece of it. Rackley takes the rebound out of there for the Knicks. Rackley's follow-up is no good, and for Cincinnati, it is Gil McGregor who comes out with the rebound. Under 2 minutes to play now in the first half. New York still leading by 13. Matt Gukas with it on the outside. Working against Barnett. Gukas puts another shot up from the wing. That's no good. Meminger with another rebound for the Knicks. The Knicks will run in transition. Cincinnati has some guys back. The outlet pass goes to Bradley. Bradley sends it to Luther Rackley inside. Rackley tries to slam it home off the back of the rim. No good, but he was fouled on the attempt by Johnny Green. So Luther Rackley will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. 1:33 to play in the first. Rackley misses badly on the first. Not a good free throw shooter is Luther Rackley. But he gets the second one to go. And that is 30 points now for New York in the first quarter. Still with a minute and a half to play. Fine offensive output for the Knicks in this period. 75% from the field. Cincinnati is going to look again to Gukas. Gukas at the free throw line extended. Drops it back to Mengelt. Mengelt lays it into the lane. Gets it up and good, and he is fouled on the shot by Luther Rackley. And John Mengelt will have an opportunity for a 3-point play. Mengelt, an exciting rookie out of Auburn University. And an 83% free throw shooter. Very smooth on the stroke as he finishes the 3-point play. That pulls Cincinnati to within 30-19. New York back in possession, a minute 20 to play. As Meminger looks to set the offense, sends it outside to Bradley. Bradley will pull the trigger from the wing. His shot is short, and the rebound is taken for Cincinnati by Johnny Green. Back the other way come the Royals, they look inside to Green, working the low blocks against Charlie Polk. Green kicks it back out to Mengelt. Mengelt pulls the trigger from the top of the key and buries that one. And just like that, Cincinnati is back within single digits, 30-21. A quick 7 points off the bench for John Mengelt has Cincinnati back within striking distance. New York looks inside to Rackley, backing down on Gukas. Rackley off the backboard and good.
From Bradley.
That's 3 for Luther Rackley. And there are now 40 seconds to play in the period. Royals are looking to Johnny Green. Green gets it in the middle, has a good look. A little too strong on that one. It spins out. Charlie Polk takes the rebound for the Knicks, and the Knicks will walk this one back to the other side of the court. Barnett has it on the wing. Barnett against Gukas. Comes off the screen from Charlie Polk, but he double dribbled. Good footwork there by Gukas to interrupt that attempted screen and roll and force the turnover. All right, 23 seconds left on the game clock here in the first quarter. The shot clock has been turned off, and it looks like Cincinnati will hold for the final shot of the period. They get it to the Green for the short jump shot. Green misses the shot, but he is fouled on the play, and he will go to the line to shoot 2 with just 2 seconds left on the first period clock. Green hits the first. He now has 3 points on the night. The second shot by Green is good. And it is 32-23, New York with a 9-point lead as the first quarter winds to a close. Will they be able to get something done here in the last 2 seconds? Probably not. Bradley's got it on the wing. Over to Barnett. Barnett throws it up and lays it up and good. Amazing that he got that one off ahead of the game clock. But the refs call it good, and it is a 34-23 game at the end of the first quarter. Let's take a look at our first quarter box score. And there you see John Mengelt with 7 points to lead the Royals as they were down by big numbers initially, pulled back to within 9 at the close of the period before New York got that final bucket at the buzzer. So it is now a 34-23 score in favor of the Knicks. Leading scorer for New York is Walt Frazier. He's got 8 points. He's also got 2 steals. As New York did a fine job in the field, 74% for the first quarter to only 38% for the Royals. All right, we are ready for quarter number 2 as we head back to courtside here at Madison Square Garden. Whew. Forgive the pause in the action there. And we are going to see Bill Bradley's going to get his first rest of the game for New York. Cincinnati will keep their backups in there for a few more minutes. And for New York, it will be Dave DeBusschere returning to action to replace Bill Bradley. All right, action begins in the second quarter with another jump ball. The jump ball is again controlled by Cincinnati, and John Mengelt will bring the Royals back down on offense. Mengelt working against Dean Meminger. Good first quarter for Mengelt. He starts the second with the jump shot from the foul line extended. Off the front iron, the rebound is kicked away out of bounds. Possession will go to the Knicks. Meminger gets it to the free throw line, extended, swings it over to Barnett. Barnett on the outside working against Gukas. Gets the pass. Shoots the jump shot, no good. Rebound is taken off the offensive glass by Rackley. Rackley with a putback attempt. No, he tries to kick it back out to the high post, and it is stolen away by Gukas. Cincinnati has numbers in transition. Mengelt in the lead. Gets it over to Johnny Green as the trailer. Green drops it to Gukas. Gukas lays it up and good.
Chihuahuas.
Nicely done, fast break for the Royals. They're back to within 9. 34-25. New York works it in down to the low post to DeBusschere. He's got those broad shoulders, wide body. His running jump shot is good. Boy, he gets in the paint against a smaller guy, and he is tough to stop. And he proved it on that play. He's now got 4 points. New York back up by 11. Mengelt dribbling to his left, looking inside. Oh, he's going to try and put it on the floor. Gets around Meminger. Dumps it to Gukas. Gukas drives to the basket. We've got a whistle, and Gukas travel. Got a little ahead of himself there, trying to get into the lane, and forgot to take his dribble with him. That's a turnover. First minute of the second quarter has gone by. New York with an 11-point lead and the basketball. Dean Meminger sets up the offense, sends it to the wing to Barnett. Barnett working against Gukas. Dribbles right. Probes the lane. Lays it up and good.
Dick Barnett from DeBusschere.
It's now 38-25 in favor of New York. They led by as many as 15 in the first quarter before Cincinnati made that mini comeback. Cincinnati now with the basketball. Mengelt directing traffic. Finds Gukas on the outside. 15 on the shot clock. Gukas looks to distribute. Can't find anybody. Is forced to pull the trigger from 15 feet out. Too strong off the rim. Rebound taken by Charlie Paulk for the Knicks. Knicks will run in transition. It's 4-on-4. Meminger in the lead. Dumps it to Barnett. Barnett on the left. Back to Meminger. Meminger drives down the center of the lane. Lays it up no good, but he is fouled on the play by Gukas. Gukas not happy with that call. But his opinion doesn't matter as Dean Meminger goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. Meminger, a rookie out of Marquette. He was the number 16 overall draft pick for the Knicks in the 1971 draft. He misses the first free throw. Second shot for Meminger is good. That stretches the lead to 14, 39-25, 10:30 to play before halftime. And of course, at halftime, we will have our Epic Sports Broadcasting Network channel update. Inside, Cincinnati looks to Johnny Green. Can they get it into him? Green working against Paulk. Turnaround jump shot falls short. Rebounded, taken out of there by Rackley. Knicks with another possession. Knicks content to work the offense. Dropping it inside slowly. They want to run that little play for DeBusschere again. He ball fakes. He shoots. He left it short. But he is fouled on the play by Green. And that will send Dave DeBusschere to the free throw line for a pair. Very good athlete was Dave DeBusschere. He connects on the first free throw. Also had a career as a major league pitcher with the Chicago White Sox organization. DeBusschere hits both free throws. He's now got 6 points, and the lead for New York is 16. That's their biggest of the night. 41-25, 10 minutes to play in the second period. Cincinnati runs the rotation offense. Mengelt has it, dribbling to his right. Puts up the jump shot from the elbow and scores it. Mengelt has really been the lone bright spot for the Royals tonight. He's now got 9 points, but the Royals still trail by 14. Under 10 to play now before halftime. Meminger with it, facing off against Mengelt. Looks inside again to DeBusschere. DeBusschere in the paint, squares the shoulders. The shot is off to the right, no good. Off the rim, off the backboard. Johnny Green rebounds it for the Royals. Good defensive stand for Cincinnati. Can they convert something here on the offensive side? They're going to look inside to Gil McGregor. McGregor can't get open. Mengelt is forced to take his own shot. And on the rebound, we have got a foul, and that is going to go against Mengelt. Mengelt aggressively following his shot. Runs into Rackley in the lane and is called for the personal foul. Rackley will have 1 free throw attempt for New York. And he misses that one. The ball is tipped around and Rackley gets it back. Rackley with a little teardrop from inside, lays it up and good. Couldn't hit the free throw, but scrapped in there, got the rebound, and put it back in for Cincinnati. Excuse me, for New York. New York back on top by 16, 43-27. 9 minutes and change to play in the quarter. Action on the benches as the regulars get ready to return to the court. Mengeld on the drive around Meminger. Kicks it out to Gukas. Gukas looks to distribute. Dribbles to his right. He's going to have to take the shot as the shot clock winds down. Can he get it off? No. 24-second violation. Ball goes back over to New York. New York running away with this one here in the first half. Leading by 16. They work it inside to Charlie Polk. Polk down low against Green. His shot falls short, but he is fouled on the play. That is going to be called on McGregor, and that is his first. That'll be a two-shot opportunity for Charlie Polk. Polk hits the first. And the buzzer sounds, and we have substitutions coming back in for Cincinnati as the starters return to the court. Polk is on the free throw line. He'll remain in the game. Jerry Lucas returns for New York along with Bill Bradley and Clyde the Glide Walt Frazier. Frazier still leads the Knicks with 8 points as he returns to the contest. Second free throw by Polk is missed. Frazier sneaks in there and pulls the rebound out. Passes it back out to Bradley, and New York will reset the offense. Looking inside to Lucas, open on the low block. Lucas dumps it out to Bradley. Bradley takes it into the lane, lays it up and good. And the lead is up to 19. Nate Archibald frustrated as he brings the Royals back. Wants to show what he can do against Frazier, but Frazier is dominating this ball game for New York. With it on the outside now is Nate Williams. Williams looks out to Van Arsdale on the wing. Awesome pass to Van Arsdale. His shot is good.
Arsdale from Archibald.
That's 6 for Van Arsdale. But New York still with a comfortable lead. Looking inside again to DeBusschere. DeBusschere on the low block. Lays it up and good.
Dave DeBusschere scores.
And he is fouled on the play. He will get a free throw as he is bodied by Nate Williams on the play. The shot for DeBusschere is around the rim and out. Sam Lacey with the rebound. But New York is in the bonus, so DeBusschere will have another opportunity here to convert. And this time he's good. And that puts New York up 20. 49-29. DeBusschere now with 9 points to lead New York. Good night for the veteran out of Detroit Mercy. Cincinnati looking inside to Lacey. Can Lacey get anything done? Sends it back out to Williams. Williams gets into the lane for a jump shot. It is swatted by DeBusschere. Fox takes the offensive rebound. Fox on the putback attempt from in close is no good. And the rebound taken for New York by Charlie Polk. With it now is Frazier. Gets the pass from Lucas. 15 feet out he shoots. He misses. Rebound by DeBusschere. DeBusschere bullies his way into the lane. His short rainbow won't go. Charlie Polk takes it off the glass for New York. Polk with the putback attempt is no good. And finally, Jim Fox comes out of there with the rebound for Cincinnati. Back the other way, they look inside. They can't find anybody. They get it to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale finally finds Fox in the lane. His point-blank jump shot is no good. And Jerry Lucas with the rebound for New York. New York already up 20 with 7 minutes to play before halftime. Open for the Knicks is Bradley. Working on the wing, pounding the basketball, drives it into the lane. His baseline jump shot is no good. DeBusschere steals the offensive rebound for the Knicks. DeBusschere with the putback attempt is good.
Dave DeBusschere.
Good hustle play by Dave DeBuscher. He is the first man in this contest in double figures with 11. Cincinnati looks inside again to Fox. Fox on the inside, flips it up and good.
Fox, from Van Arsdale.
51-31 now in favor of the Knicks with the basketball. With it on top is Frazier. Working against Archibald. Dribbles to his left. Tries to explore the lane. Shifts it over to the right hand, lays it up and good. Nice little up and under move there by Walt Frazier. And he now has 10. The lead for the Knicks is 22. Cincinnati looking for Sam Lacey inside. Working against Lucas. Lacey from the baseline, shot too long. Wiggles out. Lacey gets his own rebound. Lacey with a putback attempt. Tries to kick it out to Archibald instead. That's no good. Frazier steps in and steals that one. Here come the Knicks on the fast break. Frazier will go coast to coast. And he lays it up and good.
Walt Frazier.
Clyde the Glide on defense, and it will be a timeout now for Cincinnati with 6:11 to play in the quarter, and New York already on top by 24. Phil Jackson will return for the Knicks. And action will continue. Fox to inbound for Cincinnati. He looks to Van Arsdale on the wing. Van Arsdale with the, fakes the jump shot. Gets around Bradley, lays it up and good. Nice little up fake, ball fake by Van Arsdale. Sets him up for the easy layup. And it is now 55-33 midway through the second quarter. On the baseline for New York is Lucas. Lacey doesn't come all the way out to defend him. He lets him take the shot, which is off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Fox. Archibald will push the tempo. Running with Williams on the fast break. Williams takes it into the lane, dumps it off to Archibald, and Archibald turns it over. Lost out of bounds. Another New York defensive stand leads to another Cincinnati turnover. And New York with the possession now ahead by 22, 55-33 midway through the second quarter. Frazier on the outside guarded by Archibald. They send it inside to Jackson. Over to DeBuscher, back out to Frazier. Frazier from the free throw line scores that one. Actually missed that one. Lucas on the tip-in for New York. That's 8 for Lucas, and the lead is back to 24. 57-33. Archibald works it for Cincinnati. Working against Frazier, sends it over to Van Arsdale. His jump shot is missed. Nate Williams takes the rebound for Cincinnati. Williams with the putback attempt is good.
Williams.
First basket of the night for Nate Williams for Cincinnati. A rookie out of Utah State. New York still leads by 22 with the basketball. And looking inside to Phil Jackson. The Zen Master with the jump hook is good.
Phil Jackson.
New York still torching the Nets to the tune of 65% from the field. And you just got to have better defense than that in a playoff situation. New York has had stellar defense tonight, already with 4 steals and having forced 8 turnovers. Knicks also have 5 blocks. With it on the outside is Van Arsdale for Cincinnati. Van Arsdale probes the lane. He's fouled on the outside by Bradley. This will be one shot for Tom Van Arsdale. And Van Arsdale missed it. Rebound taken by DeBuscher. New York back in possession with the 24-point lead. Now 4:44 to play in the second period. They send it inside to DeBuscher again. Backing down low. From the low block, lays it up and good.
Dave DeBuscher.
Boy, it has been Dave DeBuscher's night. He's got 13 to lead all scorers. New York now up 26. With it on the outside is Archibald. Tries to get it into Lacey, threw that one away. Actually, Lucas kicked it out of bounds. Possession will remain with Cincinnati, 10 on the shot clock. In it goes to Williams. Tough shot against DeBuscher. Oh, he got that to go, and Jackson got him on the arm. Nice little move there by Nate Williams to get the basket and head to the free throw line. With 4:07 to play here before halftime. The free throw for Williams is good. He's got 5 on the night. New York up by 23 now as they look outside on the wing to Bradley. Bradley, has it stolen by Van Arsdale. Cincinnati with the numbers. Outlet pass to Archibald. Archibald looks inside to Fox. Fox from the low block shoots and scores.
Fox from Archibald.
Give the assist to Archibald. It looked like Nate wanted to push that one, but instead he found Fox inside, dropped the dime, and got the assist. And the score is now 61-40. New York still leading comfortably with now under 4 minutes to play before halftime. With it on top is Frazier. Frazier goes to his left against Archibald, lays it up again, and good. Archibald is knocked to the floor. No foul is called. Archibald wanted the charge. Frazier wanted the and one. Neither man got what they wanted, but Frazier did get the basket. And the New York lead is back to 23. 63-40, 3:25 to play. They look inside again to Fox. Fox lays it up easy around the rim and out. That one went halfway down before it rolled out, and DeBuscher snatched the rebound for New York. As we say hello to Dave Gardner in the chat room. Good evening, Uncle Dave. So nice to see you on this frosty February Friday night. It was 3 degrees below zero when I left the office here in Wisconsin. How are things out in the great Northeast tonight, Dave? As New York sets up the offense, they get it to Bradley. Bradley with a little two-man game going with Phil Jackson. His jump shot is no good. And Nate Archibald, the smallest man on the court, takes the rebound for Cincinnati. Archibald wants to run. He's got teammates to run with him. He dribbles to his left. He shoots down the center of the court. Tries to dump it off to Lacey inside, stolen by DeBuscher. As Dave Gardner is frigid. I'm sorry to hear that, Dave. How's the weather? All right, no, just kidding. Back the other way come the Knicks. With Frazier trailing the play, they're going to pull that one back out and just take it down the court slowly. As we are under 3 minutes to play now before halftime. Frazier with it out on top. Again is going to attack the lane. Tries to dump it into Lucas. Lucas loses it out of bounds. That's a turnover. Boy, I tell you, the penetration plays on this action PC seem to be very ineffective. Almost nothing good happens on these drives. So I think we're going to have to stick to more passing and more outside play. And the fast breaks, on the other hand, seem to be tremendously effective. That's just my casual observation. Van Arsdale on the outside for Cincinnati is tempted to drive the lane, but he just heard Coach Dave on the sideline suggest the outside shot, so he dumps it off to Archibald, and Archibald is fouled in the backcourt by Frazier. It will be a two-shot foul for Nate Archibald. He connects on the first. Only 5 points tonight for Archibald, the number 3 scorer in the league on the regular season. Archibald hits on both. He now has 6, and the New York lead is 21. Frazier sets up the offense. Looking inside again to DeBuscher. DeBuscher's had the hot hand in there tonight. He goes to the left hand. Kicks it back out to Bradley at the free throw line, and Bradley drops that one home. Nice look-away pass by DeBusschere to set up Bradley for the basket. And it is now back to 65-42. Archibald works against Frazier. Sends it to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale cross-courts it to Williams, over to Lacey. Lacey back to Archibald, cutting into the lane. Archibald lays it up around the rim and no good, but he is fouled on the play by Bradley. And that is 3 on Bradley. So with 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter, Bradley will have to go to the bench as Archibald goes to the line to shoot 2. First shot for Archibald is good. And it will be Dick Barnett returning to the game to replace Bill Bradley with the 3 fouls. Second shot for Archibald is good. Tiny now has 8, and the score stands at 65-44. Frazier being guarded closely by Archibald. Dumps it inside to Jackson. Jackson down inside to Lucas. Lucas puts the shot up, no good. Rebound taken by Jim Fox for the Royals. Royals look to Archibald. Archibald from the outside drives it to the inside, lays it up and good.
Archibald from Fox.
Archibald becomes the first member of the Royals to hit double digits. He's got 10, and that puts the lead down to 19, 65-46. A mini comeback here by the Royals, but still a very comfortable lead for New York as we enter the final 2 minutes of play in the second period. Open inside is Lucas. Lucas kicks it back outside to Barnett, and Barnett splashes the jump shot. The party continues for the Knicks as their offensive efficiency tonight has been most impressive. Archibald on the outside working against Frazier. Archibald wants to come into the lane, lays it up and good. High off the backboard with that one. Archibald goes down on the play. He is fouled by Lucas, and it will be Archibald to the free throw line. Very good free throw shooter, 82% on the season. He missed the free throw, but he will get the bonus. And this time it's good. 13 for Archibald. The New York lead is 18. A minute 23 to play before halftime. Open on the inside is Lucas. He comes off the screen. Kicks it back out to Barnett. Barnett with the jump shot, no good. Lacey rebounds for Cincinnati. Kicks it out to Archibald. Archibald will run with Van Arsdale. 2-on-2 on the break. Archibald dribbles to his right. Kicks it to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale missed the layup. No good, but he was fouled on the play by Barnett. And it will be Tom Van Arsdale with the 3 to make 2 free throw opportunity for Cincinnati. Van Arsdale hits the first. Second shot for Van Arsdale is good. That's double digits for Tom Van Arsdale. He's got 10. New York now leading by 16, 67-51. A minute 8 to play before halftime. DeBusschere sends it out to Frazier at the top of the key. Frazier is looking inside to Jerry Lucas. Lucas works inside against Lacey. Tries to get it to DeBusschere. Lucas gets it back. His shot from the block is no good. Rebound taken by Van Arsdale for Cincinnati. Nate Archibald will run again. Takes the outlet pass. Dribbles to his left. Dumps it to Van Arsdale in the center of the court. Van Arsdale lays it up and good. Cincinnati's got a little run going here, courtesy of the fast break. The lead was once as high as 26. It's now 14, 67-53. 52 seconds to play before halftime. Barnett on the outside looking for help. Covered closely by Van Arsdale. Trying to find Phil Jackson inside. Instead, they flip it over to Lucas on the baseline. Lucas with the outside jump shot is good, and he is fouled by Lacey. Lucas was open on the baseline. Lacey was late coming over on the help. And as a result, Lacey is guilty of the foul. And Lucas has the opportunity for the three-point play. He missed the first shot, but he'll get the bonus. And on the bonus, Lucas missed them both. How about that? Fox takes the rebound for Cincinnati. Royals trail by 16. 36 seconds to play in the half. Van Arsdale sends it over to Archibald. Archibald with an open look, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Nate Williams. Williams will kick it back out to the top of the key. And Cincinnati can just about play for the last shot of the half. 26 on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. Archibald, in no hurry, dribbles to his left, sends it over to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale works on Barnett, drives to the baseline, lays it up and good. And he is fouled on the play by Lucas. That will be another free throw opportunity for Van Arsdale. Who missed on the opportunity there. He'll get the bonus shot. And the bonus shot is good. That's the lead to 13, 69-56. 12 seconds to play before halftime. Knicks will hold for the final shot of the period. They get it to Frazier. Frazier from the top of the key puts it up at the buzzer. No good. And that ends the first half with the score, New York 69, Cincinnati 56. For a while there, it looked like the Knicks were going to run away with this one. Cincinnati scrappy, crawled back into the game, largely when Archibald returned to the game and started running that fast break. Archibald with 13, Van Arsdale 15 for Cincinnati. Collectively, they have combined for half the team's points. New York's had a balanced scoring attack. Frazier leads with 14, DeBusschere 13 and 7 rebounds, 10 for Jerry Lucas. But the story of this game is the field goal percentages, which favor New York by 62-45. And that is what is helped New York stake this big lead here at halftime. Some quick channel updates. This is my wife's weekend off, so we'll be out and about for the weekend. No wrestling tomorrow, but on Sunday we will be back with My Journey with Jesus. And we will talk some more about peace. This time we will talk about peace in our relationships as a follow-up to last week's discussion of inner peace. So check us out on Sunday and come back next Friday night for more basketball action from the Epic Basketball League. All right, we head to the second half. Both teams will return their starters to action. As we jump it up once again at center court, and for the third straight period, Cincinnati wins the tip. Archibald has the ball out on the top. They're going to look to the wing to Van Arsdale. Working against Bill Bradley. Finds Archibald back on top. Van Arsdale on the wing. Comes off a screen from Lacey, lays it up and good.
Van Arsdale from Archibald.
Van Arsdale goes down, but the refs are letting him play. That is 17 for Van Arsdale. He now leads all scorers. And the game is now 11 points, 69-58. And it looks like Steve Tower has some Legends of Boxing on the After Further Review channel. I will run by and check out my buddy Steve Tower if he is still on when this game concludes. All right, New York working deliberately. Dumping it inside to Lucas. Lucas puts up the short shot. It's good. And he is fouled on the play by Lacey. It is getting a little chippy down there on both sides of the court. Lacey and Lucas have some words. The ref steps in between, and Lucas will go to the free throw line with an attempt to finish off the three-point play. Shot by Lucas is good. That's a three-pointer. Lucas now with 13. New York back on top by 14. Archibald brings the Royals back the other way. Guarded tightly by Frazier. He's going to call his own number. Drives into the lane. Takes it to his left. Stops and pops. That's no good. DeBusschere with another rebound for New York. Quick outlet to Frazier. The Knicks will run. Frazier with Lucas and Bradley on the break. Dribbles to his right. Drives into the lane. Kicks it to Bradley. Bradley goes to his left. And, traveled with it. Turnover by the Knicks. Cincinnati regains possession. With it on top is Archibald. Sends it over to Nate Williams on the wing. Williams from the outside has it blocked by DeBusschere. Cincinnati retains possession with 10 on the shot clock. Fox to inbound. Out on top to Archibald. Archibald from the outside brings that one out. No good. Lucas takes the rebound for New York. Here come the Knicks. Frazier gets it to DeBusschere in the lane. DeBusschere scores again.
From Frazier.
DeBusschere is just tearing it up tonight. He's got 15. And New York is back out on top by 16, 74-58. Archibald this time pulls the trigger from 15 feet out. Well defended by Frazier. Forced him to alter that one, and it falls harmlessly off the rim into the waiting hands of Dave DeBusschere. DeBusschere brings the Knicks backs. Handed off to Frazier. Frazier inside to Lucas. Lucas working in the box against Lacey. Turns and scores.
Jerry Lucas.
15 for Jerry Lucas. Knicks back out on top by 18, 76-58. When the Knicks are able to keep Cincinnati in the half court, they are able to control the shot selection and force Cincinnati into tough field goal attempts. When the Royals have had their runs, they've had those runs when the ball gets out into the open court. It's a little more scattered, and Archibald can use his speed to his advantage to weave in and out of traffic, set up his teammates, and convert the baskets. But as long as New York controls the pace of the game, they control the score, and right now they are in control, 76-58. Cincinnati in the half court. They've got it on the outside to Fox. He's picked up by Frazier on the switch. They look inside to Nate Williams. Williams with a little bit of room to operate in the paint, but he cannot get the shot to fall. Offensive rebound taken by Sam Lacey. The putback attempt by Lacey is good.
Lacey.
Only 4 points. Quiet night for Sam Lacey. 5 rebounds. But certainly not the kind of production that Cincinnati will need from him if they are going to pull the upset here in the Garden tonight. Here comes Frazier looking inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere's fall away is off the rim, no good. Offensive board for Lucas. Lucas on the putback, lays it up with the left hand, no good. Rolls around and out. Rebound taken out of there by Bradley. Bradley sends it out to Frazier, and the Knicks will have a fresh 24. Under 10 to play in the third. They look inside to Phil Jackson. Jackson in the lane, pump fakes, travels, no call. And Jackson with a short shot off the glass and good. 2 points for the Zen Master. New York back out on top by 18, 78-60. Knicks off to a quick start here in period number 3. Cincinnati looks inside to Jim Fox. Fox takes the pass from Lacey. Takes it up strong. Leaves it short. But he is fouled on the play by DeBusschere, and that will send Jim Fox to the free throw line for 2 shots. First shot for Fox, rolls around and off. Second shot for Fox. He missed them both. Lacey gets in there and snags the offensive board. Lacey on the putback attempt goes glass, and it's good.
Lacey.
Nice little bank shot on the follow by Lacey. Makes it a 78-62 ball game. Frazier brings the Knicks back on offense. Working against Fox. Comes off the screen, has plenty of room to pull the trigger, but cannot get the shot off in time. That's a 24-second shot clock violation. Under 9 now to play in the third. New York up by 16. Royals with the basketball. They send it to Archibald. Archibald, free throw line extended. Dumps it into Lacey. But Archibald was fouled on the pass by Frazier. And it will be one shot for Nate Archibald, which he converts. That's 14 for Archibald. The lead for Cincinnati is 15, 78-63, 8:40 to play, third quarter. Bradley wants it on the outside. He's guarded tightly by Tom Van Arsdale. Bradley pulls the trigger from outside and nails that one. That's 10 for Bill Bradley. As the points keep rolling up for New York. They are not even midway through the third quarter, and New York has already put up 80 points. And that is an embarrassing defensive effort for Bob Cousy and the Royals. Yeah, Cincinnati isn't playing badly offensively, but the defense has just been Swiss cheese. They dump it inside to Fox. Fox works inside against Jackson. Tries to kick it down low. Jackson stole it. Outlet to Frazier. Knicks will run. Frazier with Lucas and Jackson in the open court. Lucas at the top of the circle. Gives it to Frazier. And Frazier loses it out of bounds. That's a turnover. Got a little ahead of themselves there. Yeah, Cincinnati comes back on the offense. Van Arsdale wants it on the wing. He comes off the screen. He's got room to operate. His jump shot is good.
Van Arsdale.
19 now for Van Arsdale. Again, still leading all scorers. Pulls Cincinnati to within 15. Knicks on the offense looking to DeBusschere. DeBusschere on the outside. Looks for help. Has to pull the trigger. Nails it.
Dave DeBusschere.
How about that shot by DeBusschere? It didn't look like he had any place to go, but from 16 feet out, he went off glass and converted. He's got 17 to lead the Knicks. 82-65, New York on top. Cincinnati with the basketball in the hands of Archibald. Shovels it inside to Fox. Back out to Archibald for the jump shot. That's good. New York certainly content to trade baskets here with this comfortable lead. Now they get it to Lucas in the lane. Lucas has the pass stolen away by Archibald, and that is a turnover. Royals come back with Archibald. And Archibald tries to get it inside to Lacey. Lacey on the inside over Lucas. His layup is off the rim, no good. Frazier takes the rebound for New York. Looked like a good opportunity for Lacey. He just couldn't finish. Now they get it inside to Lucas on the other end. Lucas working against Lacey drains the shot. And that's been the difference in this ball game. Cincinnati had the opportunity to convert. They missed. Lucas on the other end connects on the tough shot. And that pushes the lead back to 84-67 in favor of the Knicks. Just about midway through the third quarter, the ball is in the hands of Van Arsdale. Working against Jerry Lucas, comes off the screen. Van Arsdale nails another jump shot. He's got 21.
From Lacey.
Take him to the bank because he's money, says the play-by-play. 84-69. New York looks inside to Jackson. Jackson with the left hand goes glass. Off the back of the rim, no good. But he gets the whistle and the foul on Jim Fox. And that will send Phil Jackson to the free throw line. Jackson hits the first. And another big yawn from your play-by-play guy as New York stretches the lead to 16. Quick substitution for the Knicks as Dick Barnett will come into the game to spell Bradley. As Jackson connects on the second free throw. He's now got 11, and the lead is back to 86-69. Cincinnati with it. Running the motion offense out to Archibald. Archibald squares up against Barnett. Dribbles to his left, gets into the lane. The teardrop is no good. Lucas takes the rebound for New York. Frazier brings the ball back up slowly. Hands it to Barnett on the outside. Barnett's going to try and take it to the hole. Instead, he passes it off to Lucas for the baseline jump shot. But we've got a whistle on the play and an illegal screen called against Dave DeBusschere away from the ball. That's a foul on DeBusschere, and that is going to give the ball back to Cincinnati. The Royals with it now in the hands of Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale sends it over to Williams on the wing. Williams puts his head down and barrels into the lane. Lucas cuts him off, and the shot is up and blocked. DeBusschere got him from behind. Frazier takes the rebound out of there for New York. Once again, good team defense by the Knicks. Stymies the Royals' attempts at offense. New York in possession. They get it out to Barnett. Barnett comes off the screen. He's got an open look against Fox. He nails it.
Dick Barnett.
8 now for Dick Barnett for the Knicks. And the lead is back to 19, 88-69. Cincinnati looking inside to Lacey. Lacey with Lucas on his hip. Takes the jump shot off the iron, no good. Phil Jackson rebounds for New York. Down the other way, Frazier swings it over to Barnett. Barnett's going to pull the trigger from the perimeter. No, he shot fakes. Tries to get it into the lane, but he is called for the offensive foul. Good defense by Van Arsdale on Barnett. Good battle of two veteran shooting guards. Cincinnati sets up the offense now under 5 minutes to play. Archibald has room to operate against Phil Jackson. Tries to get it over to Van Arsdale. That pass is knocked away by Jackson and stolen. Good D by the Zen Master. As New York on the other end looks inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere goes to the left hand. This one's no good. Off the front of the rim, taken out of there by Van Arsdale. Cincinnati back on offense. They get it inside to Fox. Fox near the basket. His layup comes off the back of the iron, no good. Fox wants a call but does not get it. Frazier clears the boards, but Frazier's called for the loose ball foul on the rebound, and that will provide a one-shot opportunity for Sam Lacey, who boxed out effectively. Lacey delivers the free throw, and that brings the lead down to 88-70. Cincinnati again on a respectable offensive pace, but New York just so good on the offensive end here tonight. 64% from the field midway into the third quarter. Open inside for the Knicks is Lucas. Working down low against Lacey. Lacey bodies him up. Lucas turns and tries to shovel a pass to to DeBusschere. Off the hands of DeBusschere and out of bounds for the turnover. Cincinnati now back the other way. Open on the outside is Fox. Not a bad shooter from distance. Pulls the trigger over Jackson. No, ball fake into the lane, no good. Jackson clears the glass for New York. Here's a kick-out pass to Frazier. Frazier will run the floor. He's got DeBusschere and Jackson on the wings. Jackson takes the center. Dumps it back to Frazier. Frazier tries to lay it inside to DeBusschere, but loses it out of bounds for the turnover. And with 4 minutes to play in the first half, in the third quarter, Cincinnati will come with their backups. Once again, it will be Mengelt and Gukas, Durrett and Johnny Green, and the inside man will be Gil McGregor. Mengelt with it on the outside against Frazier. Mengelt will drive. Cut off by Lucas. Stops and pops no good. Tipped out of there and controlled by Lucas. This time the Royals get back in transition on the defense, and New York is forced to pull it back. They dump it inside to Lucas. Lucas over McGregor inside. His shot is blocked by McGregor. Out of bounds, New York basketball. And this time it will be New York with the subs. It will be Meminger. Eddie Miles comes into the shooting guard. Bill Bradley remains in the game at the small forward. Charlie Polk to the power forward. And once again, Luther Rackley will be the big man inside for the Knicks. Knicks still leading by 18. 3.5 minutes to play in the third. They get the ball inside to Charlie Polk. Working against McGregor. Polk goes up high. His shot is blocked. McGregor got a piece of it. Meminger takes the offensive rebound. Passes it back out to Miles. 7 on the shot clock. They get it to Meminger. Meminger has to pull the trigger from the free throw line. And it's offside, off to the left, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Johnny Green. Meminger forced that one, but had no other choice. Cincinnati with the basketball now in the hands of Mengelt. Mengelt comes off the screen. He has an open look. Mengelt will pull the trigger from out there. And he is on his way to the hoop, and he is fouled by Miles. Eddie Miles, the ninth-year man out of the University of Seattle. Guilty of the foul on the play. It's a foul on the floor, so it'll just be one shot for Mengelt. And Mengelt missed it. Polk with the rebound. New York basketball. 2:48 in the third. They get it inside to Polk, working against Johnny Green. Charlie Polk inside with the finger roll off the glass and good. Nice shot by Charlie Polk. Fourth-year center out of Northeastern State. And he puts the Knicks up 20 with that basket, 90-70. So once again, New York has owned the third quarter. Here's Mengelt on the wing. Pauses, pumps, and nails it. 11 now for Mengelt. New York with the basketball, under 2.5 to play. Working it around methodically on the perimeter. They get it on the wing to Eddie Miles. Miles tries to take the jump shot. It's tipped by Gukas and taken away by McGregor for Cincinnati. Nice defense by Matty Gukas on that play. Ball back to the Royals. Mengelt with it out on top. Mengelt again will call his own number. But we've got a whistle now, and Mengelt traveled. A little indecisive whether to shoot or drive. And he shuffled the puppies, and that's a turnover. Now under 2 to play in the third. The ball is with New York. And they look inside to Luther Rackley. Rackley from in close leaves it short. Rebound by Meminger. Passed out to Miles at the top of the key. Fresh 24 for the Knicks. Mengelt guarding closely against Meminger. Meminger takes the jump shot. It is off the top of the glass and out of bounds over to Cincinnati. 1:33 to play in the third quarter. Cincinnati trails by 18. If they can get it down to 15 or so, and they can get Archibald back into the game and get that fast break running, this may not be over. But that's a lot of ifs. As Mengelt now leads the second-team offense. Looking inside on the low block to Johnny Green. Green with the turnaround jump shot over Polk is no good, but there is a whistle on the play, and we have got offensive basket interference called on Gil McGregor. So wave that one off, give the ball back to New York with 1:19 to play in the third quarter. Meminger with it out on top is going to look to Bradley on the wing. Bradley from the outside tries to get a skip pass into Polk, and it's stolen away by Johnny Green. Turnovers plaguing both teams here tonight. New York now up to 14 turnovers and 12 turnovers for Cincinnati. Cincinnati looks inside to McGregor, who has a mismatch against Bradley, but Rackley comes over and swats that one out of the air for the block. Johnny Green on the rebound for Cincinnati. Green with a putback is good.
Green.
Boy, more of that out of Johnny Green would really help the Royals' cause here tonight, as they are now within 16, 1:01 to play in the third. They get it into the hands of Polk, but he's too far away to do anything with it. Polk is going to try and get it back out to Bradley. Bradley spins. Bradley drives. He's called for the offensive foul. That is his fourth. So Bradley will come out of the game once again to be replaced by Dave DeBuscher. And action will continue. 43 seconds to play in the period. Mengelt calls the play. Asks for a screen. Green will oblige. Mengelt lays it up and good. Nice screen by Johnny Green. Got Mengelt loose for the layup. 90-76. A 14-point lead. New York with the basketball. 18 on the game clock. 14 on the shot clock. It's in the hands of Polk. Polk dribbles to his right. Lays it up softly. A little too soft as it hit off the front rim. No good. But Polk is fouled on the shot by Durrett, and that will be 2 free throws for Charlie Polk. He connects on the first. He's got 6 points tonight. That stretches the lead back to 15, and Polk hits them both. Now a 16-point game as the Royals will play for the final shot of the period. Mengelt will take the shot from the key at the buzzer. It's good.
Mengelt from Kiwakas.
So Mengelt continues to be productive coming off the bench. And at the end of the third quarter, the score is New York 92, Cincinnati 78. Every time you think Cincinnati is out of it, they manage a little mini run to keep the score close. And they've got it to within 14 here at the third quarter break. But they got to make something happen soon in order to really make this a contest. Tom Van Arsdale for Cincinnati leads all scorers with 21 points, alongside Archibald with 16, Mengelt with 15. New York has a balanced scoring attack with all 5 starters in double digits, led by DeBuscher and Lucas with 17 apiece. As we head back to action here for the fourth quarter of play, here from Madison Square Garden, brought to you by the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Dave Little coming at you here from the Dave Cave. Your fourth quarter tip-off brought to you by Milk Does a Body Good. Again, the tip is won by Cincinnati with Mengelt in possession. Mengelt wants to attack. From the top of the key, he drives. He's cut off by Rackley, but he stops and pops. It rolls off, but McGregor helps it in for the tip-in. And that is the first basket of the night for Gil McGregor, as Rackley kind of left his post trying to cut off the drive, and that left the rebound all for McGregor for the putback. Charlie Polk now with it on the inside. Backing down on Green. Polk in the lane, lays it up off the glass and good.
Charlie Polk.
That's 9 for Charlie Polk off the bench. Lead back to 14, Cincinnati with the basketball. Mengelt outside, calls his own number, pulls the trigger, nails it. That's 17 for Mengelt. 94-82. New York again looks inside to Polk. He's got room to operate. Shoots over Johnny Green from 5 feet out and scores it. Double digits now for Polk. He's got 11. 96-82. The lead remains at 14. Mengelt with it on the outside. He's on fire. He calls his own number again and drills it again. Assist to Gukas on the play. But John Mengelt has 19 off the bench, and he is keeping it close single-handedly for Cincinnati. New York runs the offense through Polk. Polk away from the basket. Tries to get it out to Eddie Miles. He's cut off by Durrett. He stops, shoots the baseline jump shot. That's no good. Mengelt with the rebound. Cincinnati will run 3-on-3. Mengelt in the lead. He's got Gukas on the wing. Gukas dribbles to his right. Sends it back to Mengelt in the center. And that got away from Mengelt and out of bounds for the turnover. New York wants to send it inside to DeBusschere. Working hard in the paint. Lays it up off glass, no good. Mengelt takes the rebound out of there for Cincinnati. Another fast break opportunity. This one's 4-on-4. Mengelt aggressive. Wants to take it coast to coast. Outlet pass to Durrett. Back to Mengelt. Mengelt lays it up and good. 21 off the bench for John Mengelt, and the lead is cut to 10. 96-86 with 10 minutes to play in the game. Knicks look inside to DeBusschere. He's been effective down there. Banging hard with Durrett. He missed that one off the back of the rim. Tipped by Polk. Polk gets the rebound. Polk with the putback attempt. He rises up, and it's blocked. Johnny Green got it. Polk takes another rebound. Polk with another putback attempt. And he is fouled on the play by Durrett. They're actually going to call that foul on the floor, so it'll just be one shot for Charlie Polk. And Cincinnati's going to take this opportunity. They're going to change things up here a little bit. And they are going to play Archibald and Mengelt together in the backcourt. See if that combination can get them over the hump here. And they will bring Tom Van Arsdale back into the game at the 3. And see if they can't get one more little run here going while the New York starters are still on the bench. Free throw attempt by Polk is good. That's 12 points for Charlie. And the lead is back to 11, 97-86. Royals with the basketball. They get it in the hands of Archibald. Archibald over to Van Arsdale. Guarded closely by DeBusschere. Archibald from the free throw line extended, no good. DeBusschere takes the rebound. That's a double-double for DeBusschere, 17 points, 10 rebounds. New York back on offense. Meminger brings it back against the trap. Swings it around to Polk. Polk works inside against Green. 7 on the shot clock. Paul turns and fires. He scores it.
Charlie Polk from DeBusschere.
Nice little left-handed push shot by Polk. Pushes the lead back to 13, 99-86. 9:28 to play. A little weave offense now with Archibald and Mengelt. Archibald gets free. He's got an open look, but it rolls around the rim and out. Rackley takes the rebound, and he is fouled on the rebound by Van Arsdale. Actually, it is DeBusschere who was the recipient of that foul, and it'll be one shot for Dave DeBusschere for the Knicks, and DeBusschere converts. 100 points for New York with 9:13 to play in the fourth. A stellar offensive output for the Knickerbockers. Cincinnati continues to trail. They're down 14 as they set up the offense. Archibald and Mengelt trying to get something done together. They find Van Arsdale on the perimeter. Van Arsdale tries to drive. He's cut off by Polk. His shot falls short. Rackley escapes with the rebound for New York. Another stop for the Knicks, and another opportunity for New York to extend the lead. With it at the free throw line is Meminger. Looking inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere posting up. Has that one knocked away. New York will retain possession with 10 on the shot clock. And back into the game for New York will be Frazier and Barnett alongside DeBusschere. They will bring Lucas back into the game at the power forward. And into the game for the first time, Greg Fillmore at the center. So New York ready for the stretch run. Their starters are fresh and ready to try and close out this game, as New York enjoys a 14-point lead and possession in the hands of Barnett. Only 3 on the shot clock. Barnett has to put it up from outside. His fall away is good. Barely rippled the net. He's got 10. That makes 7, count them, 7 New York Knicks in double figures here tonight. Outside they go to Mengelt. Back to Archibald, back to Mengelt on the perimeter. His set shot is good. He now has 23. And it is John Mengelt off the bench who leads all scorers. Back comes New York. They're in no hurry, leading by 14 with 8 minutes to play. They've got it to Lucas on the baseline. His baseline jump shot is short. Rebound is taken by Green. Back comes Cincinnati. Archibald runs the offense, sends it over to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale takes it into the lane. Tries to get a bounce pass out to Archibald, stripped away and stolen by Barrett. Ball goes back over to New York now with under 8 to play. Frazier faces up against the trap. Has it out on top. Dribbles to his left. Gets the shot off, but no good. He is fouled on the play by Archibald. That'll be 2 shots for Walt Frazier. First shot for Frazier is good. Into the game for Cincinnati will be Sam Lacey and Jim Fox. Along with Nate Williams, and they'll go ahead and shift Van Arsdale back to his customary shooting guard position, as Mengelt could use a rest. Although Mengelt has earned his pay tonight without a doubt. Frazier hits the second free throw, and that stretches the lead to 104-88. 7:35 to play in the game. As Dave Gardner says, it's a snoozer. It's a snoozer indeed. Cincinnati is doing enough to kind of keep it close, but I don't think the outcome of this one has been in question since the early going. Cincinnati dumps it inside to Lacey. Working inside against Fillmore. His layup rolls around and out. No good. Van Arsdale steals the offensive board, throws it back out to Archibald. Archibald looking inside to Fox. Fox in the paint against Lucas. Lays it up and good.
Fox from Archibald.
Only 6 points on the night for Fox, but 9 rebounds to lead the Royals. 104-90 is your score with just over 7 minutes to play in this one. Frazier sets up a slow motion offense. They look inside to Fillmore, Greg Fillmore, working down low against Lacey. Fillmore with the little jump shot. It's blocked. Blocked by Lacey, rebounded by Lacey. Here's a transition opportunity for the Royals. Lacey kicks it out to Archibald. Archibald for Fox on the wing. Back to Archibald down the center of the lane. No good. He missed the layup. But somebody got him on the arm, and that foul is going to go against DeBusschere. And that will be a two-shot opportunity for Nate Archibald. Archibald, what a dynamic player he was throughout his career. Currently a second-year player from Texas, El Paso. 82% free throw shooter on the year, but he missed the first. Second attempt by Archibald is good. 22 now for Tiny. I'm sorry, 17 now for Tiny. The lead is 13 with under 7 minutes to play. New York runs the offense, content to trade baskets as long as Cincinnati will let them. On the baseline, they look to Lucas. Lucas inside to DeBusschere. His short jump shot is no good. We've got a whistle and a loose ball foul on the rebound, and that is called on Sam Lacey, and that is his third. That will be a one-shot free throw opportunity for the great Jerry Lucas. Lucas hits the free throw. He's got 18 points now, and the lead for New York is back to 14. Just over 6.5 to play. Inside it goes to Fox. Fox works it down low against Lucas. His short jump shot is good. 105-93. With it for New York on the outside is Barnett. Barnett with the jump shot from 18 feet out. That's good. And again, the Knicks continue their efficient offense, trading baskets now with 107. 107 points midway through the fourth quarter. Open on the baseline for Cincinnati now is Fox. He's got a decent stroke from the baseline. Oh, he fakes, he drives. The finger roll is off the front rim, back rim, and out. That one was halfway down before it popped out. DeBusschere took the rebound for the Knicks. They'll walk it back the other way. Frazier now, running the offense from the top of the key. Working against Van Arsdale. Sends it inside to DeBusschere. DeBusschere, those broad shoulders working down low. Kicks it out to Barnett. Loose ball on the floor. It's tied up by Lacey and Lucas, and that will be a jump ball. As Phil Jackson is ready to return to action for New York, he replaces Fillmore as Lucas prepares for the jump ball. Lucas to tip it up against Lacey. The tip goes to Frazier. Frazier's got to work quickly. He sends it over to Jackson on the wing. Jackson's going to pull the trigger from the baseline, and he left it short. Lacey takes the rebound, kicks it out to Archibald. Cincinnati will run. They've got the numbers. Archibald to Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale on the right wing. Lays it up and good.
Van Arsdale.
23 now for Van Arsdale. The lead is 12, 107-95. Under 5.5 to play. New York content to run some clock. Frazier out on top with 15 on the shot clock. Takes the jump shot from outside and buries it. Back up to a 14-point lead. Cincinnati just unable to stop the New York offense. Here's Nate Williams on the drive. Taking it inside against DeBusschere. Dancing through the lane. Oh, the layup rolls off the rim, falls out. Tipped by Lacey, no good. Rebound taken out of there by DeBusschere for New York. In transition, Jackson beats his man back down the court. Gets the ball on the low block. Cannot make the shot. DeBusschere takes the rebound. Here's a putback by DeBusschere. And he's called for the offensive foul. Excuse me. Offensive foul on DeBuscher. That is his fourth, and that returns possession to Cincinnati. Still a 14-point deficit now with under 5 minutes to play. Archibald wants it out on top. Takes the jump shot from the free throw line, no good. Fox takes the rebound for Cincinnati. Fox with the putback attempt from the baseline, and he threw it away. Had it stolen out of there by Lucas. Lucas with a quick outlet to Frazier, and Frazier wants to run. Frazier's got Lucas. He's got DeBuscher. Lucas down the right side of the court. Sends it back to Frazier in the center. Frazier lays it up and good. And a whistle and a foul on the play on Van Arsdale. So Frazier with the opportunity for a three-point play. And Frazier converts that one, and the lead is now up to 17, 112-95. And I think that may have been the final nail in the coffin for any Cincinnati hopes of a comeback. Still 4:40 to play, but Cincinnati shows no sign of being able to stop the Knicks on the defensive end of the floor. And I think this one is academic at this point. Cincinnati gets it into the hands of Tom Van Arsdale, the high-scoring shooting guard. Spins to the basket, lays it up, no good. Williams takes the offensive rebound for Cincinnati. Here's Williams with a putback attempt. That's no good. Loose ball foul on the rebound, and that's going to go against Van Arsdale. And with New York in the bonus, that sends Dave DeBuscher to the line for 2 shots. The first shot for DeBuscher is good. He's got 19 now to go with 13 rebounds. Your presumptive star of the game, and now with that free throw, he's got 20. And the lead for New York is 19. 4.5 to play as New York looks to put this one away. Nate Archibald wants to have a say in this outcome, so he calls for the ball at the top of the key. He's got an open look over Lucas, but cannot get it to fall. He is fouled by Lucas on the play, and that will send Archibald to the line for 2 shots. Archibald connects on the first for his 18th point of the night. Can he make it 19? Yes, he can. And with 4 minutes to play, the score is 114-97 in favor of the Knicks. Knicks with a comfortable lead. Content to work the shot clock. They get it to Barnett on the wing. Barnett will pull the trigger from 16 feet out. Free throw line extended. He buries it. Never touched the rim. Give the assist to Frazier. Only his 3rd assist of the night, but he has got 21 points, and he has done a great job for New York. DeBuscher is though, going to be your player of the game here in this one, barring any unforeseen circumstances. Cincinnati looking inside to Fox. Fox down low against Jackson. Flips it up and has it swatted away by Jackson. Van Arsdale with the offensive board. Van Arsdale's going to pass it back out for Cincinnati to reset the offense. Only 8 seconds on the shot clock. They dump it inside to Lacey. Lacey from the inside with the running one-hander. That's no good. Off the glass, around the rim and out. DeBuscher with another rebound for New York. Knicks will walk it back the other way. 3.5 minutes to play. 116-97 is your score. New York with the ball now in the front court in the hands of Barnett. Barnett works against Van Arsdale. Sends it back over to Frazier. 9 on the shot clock. Frazier will take it into the lane. He gets to the basket. He does not get it off in time. That's a shot clock violation. We'll stay with the starters for about 1 more minute. And if it's still better than a 15-point game, then it will be the blowout lineups into the game for the final 2 minutes. Van Arsdale doesn't want that to happen. That would be embarrassing. So he calls for the basketball at the top of the key. Hands it off to Archibald. Archibald tries to duck it inside to Fox, but he could not connect on that pass, and that is a turnover. Ball goes back to New York. Under 3 to play. Frazier with it out on top. Still battling with Archibald. Sends it inside to Jackson. Jackson back out to Frazier. Inside to Lucas. Around the horn they go with the pass. Good ball movement by the Knicks. Frazier finally gets loose for a drive to the basket, but his shot is blocked by Van Arsdale. Lucas takes the offensive rebound. Lucas with the putback attempt. It's good.
Jerry Lucas.
And that is 20 for Jerry Lucas. So you've got Lucas with 20, DeBusschere with 20, Frazier with 21, and DeBusschere with those 14 rebounds tonight has been the force for the Knicks. 2:39 to play. Cincinnati still dribbling it out to Archibald. Archibald shoots the fadeaway. That's no good. Out of bounds. Basketball will go to New York. And with 2.5 to play, we're going to bring the blowout lineups in. And nobody really wants to play. What the heck? We'll bring Matty Gukas back in at the shooting guard. So it'll be Mengelt and Gukas, Nate Williams, Durrett, and McGregor for Cincinnati. And the blowout lineup for New York will be Rackley and Charlie Polk down low, Phil Jackson at the small forward, Miles and Meminger in the backcourt. So sit back, relax, enjoy the last 2.5 minutes of garbage time as New York looks to finish off a Game 2 performance against Cincinnati. Knicks look inside to Polk. In the paint over Miles, shoots and scores.
Eddie Miles from Polk.
Actually, that was Miles from the perimeter taking the pass from Polk, converting that. 2 points for Eddie Miles, his first basket of the night. Cincinnati now with the basketball. They look inside to Durrett. Durrett scoreless on the night. Shoots it from down low. Spin move, 8-foot jump shot is off the back iron, no good. One-hand rebound by Rackley, but we've got a loose ball foul. That's called on Gil McGregor, and that will be 2 shots for Luther Rackley. 58% free throw shooter on the year. First one is good on the roll. Didn't look pretty, but it found its way through the net. And Rackley missed the second one badly. Rebound taken by Gil McGregor for Cincinnati. Action continues for the Royals. Inside again they go to Durrett. Durrett posts up Polk, shoots from 8 feet out, no good. Meminger with the rebound for New York. Now under 2 to play. New York on the offensive end looks inside to Polk. Polk down low from the low block. His short jump shot falls off the rim, no good. Rebound for Gil McGregor by Cincinnati. Cincinnati to bring it up now in the hands of Matty Gukas. Gukas has an open look against Charlie Polk as he comes off the screen. Gukas with the outside jump shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound Phil Jackson. Knicks back the other way. Meminger dribbles it down the court. We're now under 1.5 to play. They dump it inside to Jackson. Jackson shoots from close range and scores it.
Phil Jackson.
13 for the Zen Master. The lead is 123-97. New York is a plus 26 at this point. That equals their biggest lead of the game with 1:25 to play. Cincinnati looking to Durrett once again. Finally, Durrett gets loose, lays it up and good. Even the fans here at Madison Square Garden cheer that one as Durrett gets his first basket of the night. And all 10 players who have hit the court for Cincinnati have scored. Back the other way come the Knicks. They get it inside to Polk. 1:08 to play. Polk with the inside shot. No, he fakes the shot, tries to pass it back out to Meminger. It's stolen for Cincinnati by Mengelt. That's a new possession for the Royals. Gukas into the front court. Back out to Mengelt. Mengelt on the perimeter. Top of the key, his shot is good.
Mengelt.
He has hit 5 straight. He leads the Royals with 25 as we are in the final minute of play. New York up 123-101. As we say thank you to Dave Gardner. Dave had all the beer to himself tonight as he stopped by for a couple of stints. Meminger with the ball on the outside, looking inside to Phil Jackson. 47 seconds to play. Jackson from the inside. Turns, takes it to the glass, no good. Jackson begging for a call. Rebound is grabbed by McGregor. The ref looks at Jackson like, what the heck are you talking about? You're up 20 with 40 seconds to play. Quit your whining. Mengelt brings it up for Cincinnati. Sends it inside to Williams. Nate Williams in the low post. A silky smooth floater is off the rim, no good. Rebound to Phil Jackson. 32 seconds to play. Knicks come back the other way. Meminger takes it into the front court and sends it down to Luther Rackley down low. Rackley lays it up and good.
Luther Rackley from Meminger.
That brings us to the final 20 seconds of action. The shot clock has been turned off. Cincinnati with the basketball. In no hurry, they're just going to burn a little clock here. Down to 6 seconds we go. And for no apparent reason, Mengelt will shoot a jump shot at the end of the court. No, he fakes, he drives the lane, lays it up and good with 3 seconds to play, giving him 27 points on the night. And from there, New York will just hold the ball. And that will be your final. Final score tonight, 125-103 in favor of the Knicks. Just a stellar offensive performance by the home team as they shoot 56% on the night. Much of the game they were above 65% shooting, and they just blew away the beleaguered Cincinnati defense. As we mentioned, 3 20-point scorers for New York. Frazier led with 21. DeBusschere and Lucas 20 apiece. DeBusschere with those 14 rebounds will earn him Player of the Game honors. And for Cincinnati, your high point man off the bench was John Mengelt, 27 points in only 18 minutes of play. So thank you to everybody who is checking out tonight's broadcast. Plenty of options on YouTube here on a Friday night. Thanks to Dave Gardner for stopping by the chat room. Thanks to everybody who supports the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. And from here in the Dave Cave, this is Dave Little signing off saying that's our show, and I am out of here.